doing what they do. Just say the only prerequisite to get what you want is, do you want it? It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter where the money's coming from. None of those things matter. Do you really want it? That is the only prerequisite. That's why successful people make decisions so fast. You got to become aware of that. You just got to.
Powerful stuff, right? Here you see value behind Bob Proctor speaking. This is crazy. All this here. That's the live education aspect of things. You know, we also have apps. You know, you could choose whichever app that you want. You know, the ones where I call it trades at is if you go over here, you're able to see. Now I'll just show you guys through here so you guys can see it, because I know this is taking too much of your guys' time, right? But you have access to all these different apps. Gold Cup, Swipe Trade, Swipe Coin. So you have regular education, videos and testing, as you're able to see, live education. Then you have tools and strategies that educators teach you how to use these tools and strategies. And then you have the apps where we send the market ideas too. Okay, when it comes to e-commerce, you have certain add-ons that help when it comes to advertisement, when it comes to, you know, when it comes to your own site and everything, et cetera. It's all there for you, right? It's all bundled depending on what you choose, okay? Everything is accessible through a center, different success stories. The question is, how can you get started? Whoever feels that this is very valuable so far, right? Just want to make sure you guys can see me. And how much battery do I have left? Okay, cool. Question is, how can you get started? It takes money to make money. For the foreign exchange, high frequency, or digital currency, if you only want to focus on those videos and testing, that live education, the tools pertaining to each one of those entities is $234.95. The monthly is $174. Now, I'm not saying this to be mean or anything, but it's like, if 2020 took place and it's the beginning of 2021 and $234.95 is still too much for you, my question is, what were the habits that you had for 2020? What was the association that you had for 2020? Like, what did you invest into in 2020? Liabilities or assets? Because it should have been 2020, build upon, come here, and this is nothing for you. But if there is a problem when it comes to financial instability, that's every reason to choose a skill that you want to master. Now, if you don't know what skill you want to choose, you choose the elite, because the elite, you be able to have the FRX, HFX, DCX for $324.95, and the monthly is $274. The cool part about it is the fact that if you serve two individuals, not because you're an expert, but because they're learning with you, and it doesn't matter what entity they choose, you have it for free, okay? You know, I broke down some of the e-commerce side, but it's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing, except there's a different package that goes along with that, because some people don't want to trade, some people don't want to do digital currencies. So if you only want to focus on ECX, it's $324.95. The monthly tuition is $274. Same thing. It's like going to school, referring two people to go to that school, and it's free. You get free access. How would you feel if you had all the things that I just showed you for free? How powerful is that? It's so powerful. It's so powerful. Now, the cool thing about it is the fact that you have the ability to trade the company's money, because they're able to compensate you based off you increasing revenue to the platform. Instead of the company taking profits from that, they give it back to you. So 12 individuals that you serve, depending on which one that you choose or which one that they choose, you're making an extra $600 a month, $150 every single Friday, $7,200 a year. Now, past results are not guaranteed, future results not typical. Takes a lot of hard work. But here's the thing: can $600 a month, $1,000 a month change your life? What can $600 to $1,000 a month do? What is your car note right now? Well, what is your rent? Like, what is your phone bill? You know, what are certain bills? Let's say, for instance, if you're working right now part-time and you're fortunate until your part-time takes over your full-time job, you know, can this take care of some debt while you're still working, you know, and focusing on those things on a day-to-day basis? You know, the cool thing is the fact that literally the sky is not even the limit. You know, Chairman's Son 50, you have two best friends, Matt Rosa and Jason Brown. Jason Brown was literally, you know, delivering Chinese food and pizza. You know, at the age of 28, went back to live with his parents. And then, you know, Matt Rosa was literally lying to his fiance, which is now his wife, you know, saying that he was going to firefighter school, but he wasn't. He was building this business, you know, and for him to sleep in the back of his fiance's car, to both of them being Chairman 750s, Chairman Elites. You know, I watched their growth, and what happens when the, you know, first person broke the 4-minute mile, over 12 people did it the next year. You have the same ability to do this too as well. It's like this: 500 individuals away from creating a Chairman 10 income. You can see the weekly residuals there. I'm a Chairman 25 within this platform. Okay, but here's the thing: if you think that serving 500 families or 500 individuals is too much, think to yourself, what if you committed January 1st of 2020? I'm committed to learning the skill, committed to getting a free waiver subscription, and focus on impacting people every single week on a weekly basis. Where would you be in this right now? Where would you be in this right now? And all we had to do is just compare to where we used, like just compare to our actions and what it, what it actually gave us. What is the return on investment for the actions, habits, associations, and people that were around? It's just a simple question. A lot of times I think that when we break this stuff down, a lot of people think that we're coming at you. No, we're actually probably one of the very few people, one of the very first people that are so adamant on helping other people live a better life. Because we understand that the more people that we serve, the more that we're able to receive in abundance, because it's just a biblical principle. Given it should be given unto you. So it's like, for me, being an educator, being a trader within this platform, I didn't have to build this platform, but I realized that making money was not the root of happiness. Right? It was impacting, and our bodies were created to serve people, no expectation of anything back in return. Right? That's when we create oxytocin. Okay. These are different affirmations. I'm paying off debt. I'm learning to trade. I'm saving money. I'm changing my life. What we become, whatever we state and declare becomes a reality. So what are we declaring? What are we declaring? What are we declaring? So what are you declaring, for this year? What are you declaring for this year? What are you declaring for this year? Think to yourself, how much change do you really want in this life? It is all about action and compound effect over time. That's all it is. So let's not waste any time frame, because if you think about it, if we wait and wait and wait and wait, we should be able to have micro speed, but macro patience. We cannot be in this place where we let January slip by and February slip by and get to a place again where it's the holidays again. I'm being heavy on the offense starting time yesterday, okay? For every single person on the call, for every single training, because we cannot waste another year. So get back to the person that invited you here on this call. They like, love, and respect you very high level. I highly suggest to call them and thank them for the fact that they provided you this ability to be able to see this information. A lot of people aren't even that grateful to even see information. What this information changes so many lives, and you can see how powerful it is. But I guarantee you, if we invite you to a party or whatever it may be, you'd be hyped and gassed, but it didn't provide anything. So call them and say, what, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'd rather read books and develop myself, become a better person. I'm tired of feeling like a failure to myself and to my family. I just want to go 100% all in, right? And if you're on this call, it means you're working directly with me. And the person who invited you on this call, I work directly with them, which means that you're at the right place at the right time with the right people. So I'll see you guys in the call. I'll end the session. I'm going to call out these trades, and I'll see you guys. Peace.